says I've reconnected. Maybe they don't want you to see this. Let's see what happens. Um, so, the CEO of Google was testifying today before Congress, and it was on C-SPAN 3. I found a copy on Mox News I'm going to show you. Let's start, shall we? Bye.
Welcome and thank you for your testimony today. Do you know what frazzle drip is?
I'm not aware of the specifics about it. I heard some references about it from my team over the past 24 hours.
By the way, this is a pretty graphic description, but there's nothing visual, so mind your ears.
I just learned about it in the Washington Post this morning. There's
Where, Mr. Raskin? In the Washington Post, you say?
an article with this headline, "A Platform for Free Speech."
You're
that
from Maryland.
extremists
I put D.C. Let's see where District 8 is real quick. Maryland's 8th congressional district stretches from the northern Washington, D.C. suburbs. Okay, my bad. He's technically not D.C. Um, that's the thing. Toward the Pennsylvania border. The district is currently represented by Democrat Jamie Raskin, Democrat from Tacoma Park. He's only 68% white. Oh wait, no, that's probably the district. Alright, never mind. Anyway.
routinely exploit. And in it, the article explains that the recommendation engine for YouTube, which is owned by Google, correct?
Yes, sir.
The recommendation engine for YouTube recently suggested videos claiming that politicians, celebrities, and other elite figures were sexually abusing or consuming the remains of children, often in satanic rituals, according to watchdog group Algo Transparency. The claims echo and often cite the discredited Pizzagate conspiracy, which 2 years ago led to a man firing shots into a Northwest Washington, D.C. pizzeria in search of children he believed were being held as sex slaves by Democratic Party leaders.
The often discredited Pizzagate. Well, that's because that's the shooter. 1242. Isn't that funny? The alleged Pizzagate gunman. I think, if you don't know, he's got the full 3 name, Edgar Madison Welch. And especially since I heard the Lanzas fella's father was about to testify in the LIBOR scandal. Whenever there's a shooter, I always poke around for the sins of the father. This guy seems to be in IMDb. So let's take a look and see what his story is. Known for the Mill. I don't know that I've ever seen that one. Might have to look into that after this. I don't think it might not be relevant. He's written over 30 screenplays. What else? He taught the Eddie Eagle Gun safety course to kids. He taught kids how to shoot guns. So I don't think his son would miss, and he only, from what I understand, shot 1 bullet into the server at Comet Ping Pong. So that's interesting. In 1988, President Ronald Reagan selected Harry to join 15 other broadcasters to visit a military installation. Come on, IMDb. In Colorado. He received national clearance to go there to visit the nuclear bunker. Yeah, isn't it weird that his son would go shoot up a DC ping pong place? Huh. Let's see what else. What else? Oh, stakeouts, watching illegal sales, bootleggers, gambling house. Oh, wow. The rescuers of tigers, jaguars, leopards, and no-kill shelter for dogs. Let's see. What else? I thought there was something else. Oh, wait a minute. He's the executive director for Protect the Child, a national nonprofit organization to prevent abuse and abduction of children. And his son got moved to go stop what's going on, and ended up firing one bullet into a server at a ping pong. Okay.
One recent variation on the theory, which began spreading on YouTube this spring, claimed that Democrat Hillary Clinton and her longtime aide Huma Abedin had sexually assaulted a girl and drank her blood, a conspiracy theory its proponents dubbed Frazzle drip. Now, the article goes on to describe how this Frazzle drip conspiracy is all over YouTube, and some of the Frazzle drip clips purport to show grainy images of Clinton and Abedin committing crimes and speak of invoking the death penalty. One video, which has been viewed 77,000 times and remains on.
I think the significant point to that is, I'll even look at you when I say this. The significant point is it's stupid to advocate for violence on the YouTube. Anybody doing that will be like dealt with, and the only people that would do so are those that aren't in control of their emotions, or that are sent there to get stuff removed. Ooh. You can't click on the OBS, you have to click on the, oh, thanks.
Online today has a voiceover that says, will these children become the dessert at the conclusion of the meal? So, and this is just one example that they use of extreme right and paranoid conspiracy groups using YouTube.
So, what does the left have against saying things like that? Only the right side? Anyway.
As a place to trade their videos and to promote propaganda. What is your company policy on that, and are you trying to deal with it?
You know, we are constantly undertaking effort to deal with misinformation, but you know, we have clearly stated policies, and we have made lots of progress in many of the areas where you know, over the past year. So, for example, in areas like terrorism, child safety, and so on, we are looking to do more. You know, this was a recent thing, but I'm committed to following up on it and making sure we are evaluating these against our policies. But yeah, it's an area we acknowledge there's more work to be done.
Oh, is the Clinton team mad at you, Sundar? Is that what this is about?
And you know, and we'll definitely continue doing that.
One of the videos discussed included images of a body on a table before restrained children and of Hillary Clinton with a bloodied mouth and fangs, claiming that she and Abedin drank the blood of their victim. That was removed, but then another consisting of an exact copy of the video remained online, or apparently remains online.
Just so you know, even when you pause your watch history, I'm pretty sure you only pause your view of it, not Google's. So I don't know if I would go searching for that if I were any of you, but there's your disclaimer.
I mean, is your basic position that this is something you want to try to do something about, but basically there's just an avalanche of such material and there's really nothing that can be done, and it should be buyer beware or consumer beware when you go on YouTube?
You know, we do grapple with difficult issues. Maybe we have to look at it on a video by video basis, and we have clearly stated policies. So we would need to evaluate whether the video, the specific video, violates any of our policies. And we do strive to do it for the volume of content we do get. And, you know, we get around 400 hours of video every minute. But it's our responsibility, I think, to make sure, you know, YouTube is
that nobody sees Clinton doing those things?
The platform for freedom of expression, but it's responsible and contributes positively to society.
Some of my colleagues are upset about negative references to Donald Trump, not Hillary Clinton or not Barack Obama.
You said that was a video, not a reference, sir. A video.
And obviously, you know, one potential strategy today is to try to heckle you into somehow playing favorites with Donald Trump and Republicans. I think that that would be a silly and ridiculous takeaway from this. On the other hand, there is material which is a true public danger. You know, you've got a right to have whatever politics you have. I mean, we could subpoena Fox News and bring them in here and beat them up about how 90% of the references on Fox News to Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton are negative, but they've got that right under the First Amendment. You've got a right under First Amendment to have whatever political views you've got. But I think the point at which it becomes a matter of serious public interest is when your communications vehicle is being used to promote propaganda that leads to violent events, like the guy showing up in the Pizzagate conspiracy case.
Which, I'll remind you, was the son of a shooting instructor, actor, and close friend of Ronald Reagan, apparently, according to what the Information Ministry of Googol has told me through my clicking and typing in boxes. So, okay.
And so I guess my question is, are you taking that threat seriously?
I mean,
Gentleman's time is expiring, but you can answer the question.
thank you. We have very clear policies against hate speech, things which could incite harm or hatred or violence. And, that's an area where we are clearly taking a lot of action. But I want to acknowledge there is more work to be done. And, with our growth comes more responsibility, and we are committed to doing better as we invest more in this area.
Thank you, Mr.
We'll take care of that censorship for you, no problem, man. We'll get that stuff right off of there. So they buried that part of the interview, like, as you saw, 2 hours and something in. So it is what it is. And that's me showing it to you. Have a good night.